high sugars and not see one ingredient that's actually good for the stomach, but yet still drink it because somebody else says so. We learn it from the physical body, but not like really thinking.
But I ain't gonna lie though, real ginger is really good for the stomach though.
Ginger's good for hella shit.
Bro, it's,
cancer.
It's really good, bro. Like I swear, bro, it is really good. But people would rather go buy a case of ginger ale than to go buy a pack of ginger in bulk and cut it up and put it in some boiling water and drink it like that.
Which can actually end up being cheaper. More cost effective.
More cost effective. You feel me? And healthier at that. You feel me? And you gonna get what you actually need done. That's like orange juice. People think, oh, when I'm sick, I need to drink a bunch of orange juice. No, because it's all pasteurized orange juice. Yeah. And there's oranges with water and glucose and high fructose corn syrup. Nigga, when
with
really,
no pulp, it don't even got
bro,
the real pulp in it.
Really, bro, you just need to go eat an orange. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, even like simple shit, bro, we don't see this, bro. We think like, oh, we need meat to be big and strong and all this shit, bro. But God made so much shit with protein in it that we don't need, bro. Beans for just one, bro. We get our protein for beans, bro. Like, we could really, bro, the best we will be, bro, is off a plant-based diet, bro. God didn't put animals here for us to eat them. He provided us all with food, and we was all supposed to eat the same thing. Why you think most animals eat grass? Motherfucking cows eat grass. Gorillas and the biggest
elephants,
animals,
yeah,
but they all eat grass, bro. That's what we're supposed to eat, bro. We're supposed to eat our leafy greens, bro. That's what God put here for us, that because it grows from the earth. Everything that we need was already here for us. We don't need other shit. We don't need meat, bro. We're not supposed to be eating meat.
Have you tripped off? I seen this video. They was talking about something like that where they say, why when it comes to meat, right? When it comes to eating, anything your body's supposed to consume, you're supposed to be in love with the process of getting it, like obtaining it. So if you look at picking apple off a tree and stuff, that process, you can actually do that process without being disgusted. You can pick it off a tree, wash it, and enjoy it. If you look at how our food, the meats is butchered. You look at if a little cute little piggy was standing in front of a baby piggy was standing in front of us with a little cute little chicklet and stuff like that, right? We wouldn't look at that like we wouldn't bite it. We wouldn't bite it. If we seen the videos of it getting butchered and whatever the whole process, we go, ugh, I don't want to see that. So that proves that's not part of our natural what we're supposed to be doing. Because anything that's supposed to be doing that loves it, lions and stuff, carnivores, they can hunt their food themselves and bite into it. The blood squirting and stuff.
That's the thing about our teeth, bro. We try to bite into some raw meat, nigga, then they're gonna break your jaw. Hey, bro, I seen a video, bro. Do you when you cook meat, do you wash it first?
Yes.
When you cook meat, do you wash it first? Bro, I see a video, bro. White people, they don't wash their meat. They take it straight out the package and put it in the pan and cook that shit.
Nasty.
That's fucking
the
disgusting.
same ones that like they shit bloody and
Yes,
rare and super rare and all.
Bruh, I'm like, bro, the white people, I seen the video and they looking at all the black people like, oh my God, you guys wash your meat? And the black people's like, oh my God, bitch, you nasty. Like, what the fuck?
We got that common sense. Like, that's common sense.
They really don't wash their
shit
meat.
been packaged with some fake blood. First of all, your stuff is in there with fake blood. You gotta think about this.
First of
this
all,
stuff is.
Why would you package meat with blood in it in the first place?
My whole question is, where is that fake blood coming from, though? If you look at the process, it comes to a point to where they like basically strip the blood qualities out. There's no bloodstream within that object no more. The piece of meat that they had. So if it was real, it wouldn't. But where is that fake blood coming from?
Right.
You know,
okay.
You go in there and cook some fake blood.
Talk about it.
Oh man.
Talk about it.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. And we look at people who have gardens and say, like, we look at them like they're weird.
Bro,
I wouldn't say weed. I wouldn't say weed, but like you see some people look at somebody who's, you know, say a male, right? Say you got a buff black male, right? Buff Melvin from Baby Boy. Planting some sunflowers and you got a beautiful, like, pretty garden. You feel me? People gonna look at him. He got a garden.
nigga.
We're so
Gardening
sleep
is
that we can't
dope.
even
Bruh,
enjoy
but
actual
niggas
life.
want to smoke weed. What the fuck you think these niggas is doing?
Smoke weed and buy it from something. Wait, this is the worst thing, and I'm guilty myself, y'all. But I mean I talk about this a lot though when it comes to marijuana, because marijuana for thousands of years has been used a good way, because it wasn't like consumed how it is nowadays. Way different back then. But
Right.
now look, this how sleep we got. Like sleeping blind and deaf we got. You look at a Swisher Dutch whatever packet. The general warning on it, not the secondary warning, not the super side effects. No, the general warning is cancer. The general warning on the thing in the front, big bold letters, says cancer.
Bruh, have you noticed
But
on the pack of
how many
backwoods?
people have you asked, right? If you was to ask somebody who smokes, right, what natural leaves did your ancestors use? What leaves from what trees can you grow yourself and use those, and it will actually have nutritional benefits? Because they do exist. People wouldn't know. People trip off what? The taste, how hard it hit, how slow it burned. But nobody actually looked up the actual bush that they can grow, the actual trees that they can actually grow to serve as wraps, the actual natural crop. You know what I'm saying? So now smoking has become a thing of, damn, I don't want to get a cancer and shit. Or it became even addictive because people became so addicted to the quantity of it, not even because of the weed itself. It's because the wraps that they're using or the methods they're using to do it is addictive. But and that's the problem with that is that we're letting these addictions occur without questioning it. You know? Like gosh, I mean, how many times do we have to lose somebody to cancer to make simple changes like that, you know? That's sad. That's
It's
sad.
gonna take for a nigga whole family to die for it. Then won't even take that, bro. It take for a nigga to die for his spirit to be like, oh shit.
Like, oh damn. So
Like, bro. But niggas be like, bro, I'm about to smoke to take the pain away, bro. Smoking don't take the pain away for it. I can attest for me, for myself, nigga. Smoking just make me feel it more. Like, if I'm mad and I smoke, bro, I'm just gonna be even more mad. Like, and I got to the point where I started, people are telling me, like, oh, you mad, you need to go smoke. Like, don't tell me that shit. That shit makes me mad. Don't tell me I need to go smoke. I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, shit, that's why I stopped. Like, bro, you're not finna be sitting here telling me to go smoke because I'm mad. Like, you ain't gonna be talking to me like that. Like,
I honestly think it was just like a trend, like something that was cool at the time that everybody started. Because what does it do for us, really?
Nothing. It's
what
just
happened with smoking is it became altered so much to where it became bad. It became altered so much to where the processing that we even using it is not what it's even supposed to be used for. So, like for example, like I say, you look at 819. I was gonna close and not even tell you the time, but that's that marijuana. No, I'm just playing. But wait, no. Let me get a pass. No, but all right. So look at marijuana. Look at marijuana thousands of years ago, right? What it was originally used for was during hard meditation practices, during times where, so say somebody couldn't connect with the divine. In order to connect with the divine, you have to go through a process of disattaching from your thoughts. So you have to go through a thoughtlessness process in order to allow divine thoughts to come in. Your original human thoughts put such a perception on things that it can't really experience divinity. But see, certain people can do that without marijuana, without the use of hallucinogens and stuff like that. Those people could only explain it to people lower. So what they did to help people who couldn't do it, who couldn't believe it, they gave them a dose and let them see it. You feel me? And reduced them from getting the other doses. So people got to see like parts of their brain that they couldn't get before. You look at it nowadays, it's used for the wrong thing. Like you say, people say, you mad, oh, you need to smoke. No, you need to meditate. You don't need to smoke. You don't need, or You need to go. You want to go to sleep. Oh, I need to smoke. You don't need to smoke to go to sleep. Or you want to link up with somebody. You don't need to smoke to link up. You feel me? To make it fun. All these things can be done within the mind. But see now, over time, the smoking process has been manipulated so much into such a thing, and then the same government that criticizes smoking and puts so many bans on against marijuana and stuff, even though some stuff is changing now, is the same government who sells millions and millions and millions and millions of cancerous Dutches, backwoods, and addictive things to make you buy more a day. You feel me? So like smoking itself is not bad. It's just how the masses we using it now. We're abusing. We're abusing. We made a good plant.
Challenge it, Isaac.
We made
challenge that.
I ain't gonna challenge it.
No,
I just wanted to say that y'all know that they put in 3 cannabis clubs at Antioch.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
my whole thing
is-
moving over here and everything.
My whole
is
thing is
cheap,
how
so-
we challenging, how we got anything against. Okay, you look at marijuana, right? I do admit it's over trendy. Like people, like I said, people using it wrong. It's not what it used to be. It made a good plant seem bad, but how do we knock marijuana, right? That's the marijuana itself not responsible
People
for.
are smoking the bud instead of using the hemp and the
See,
CBD.
look, it's not even responsible for the deaths. People don't smoke weed and just go get hella mad and shoot people. How was there ever bans on marijuana, right? Yet, when you go in every neighborhood, there's like 700 fast food places. That should be where the actual attention should be focused in our communities. You feel me? You got most of the deaths and sicknesses occur to feeding our body. So now you get what I'm saying?
Bro, hold
now
on,
we
bro.
use marijuana, right? So people smoke weed, use toxic wraps, get munchies, and go buy toxic food.
Yep. Okay. Bruh, why
feel
is
me?
there a Taco Bell where every McDonald's is? Bruh, there's no fucking reason
One of those
why.
threw up.
There's no reason why there's a McDonald's and a Taco Bell on Deer Valley and Hillcrest, right?
Yeah.
There's a McDonald's and a Taco Bell on Deer Valley and Longtree, right? Nigga, there's
Yes,
no
yeah.
reason why, nigga, there should be a Taco Bell and a McDonald's within, like, bruh. Every corner of this city, bro, we have nothing but fast food, bro. Like, bro, that shit is on the same street. It's just this far apart, bro. It's on the same street, bro. 4 restaurants, 4 of the same restaurants, bro, are literally on the same street. Come on now, my nigga. I went to Sonic. You know they just opened Sonic up the way in Pittsburgh? Bro, I went to Sonic, bro. That shit gave me the worst stomach, nigga, the worst shits I've ever had in my
The
life,
other
nigga.
day?
Bro, oh my god, nigga. I went to Sonic, bro. That shit, bro, had my stomach so fucked up, bro. Nigga, that shit is bad for me, bro. Nigga, I spent $30 at that motherfucker, bro. That shit look, nigga, they got 1,000,000 drinks, nigga. That shit was just too good, bro. Like, it's too, bro. It's been a line for the past week, bro. It's been a line, my nigga. A line, bro. Backed up to damn near Home Depot by DD's. Nigga, for some poison. I looked it up, nigga. Fast Sonic is the America's worst fast food, and it's been a line longer than I ever seen, nigga. The line longer than Chick-fil-A. Now, y'all know how long the Chick-fil-A lines is.
That'd be long. Why is so many issues? You can tell that the nation is being ran by segregated people because all of the righteous institutions is separate. The righteous institutions should be unified. There should be no separate thing from food industry, medical industry, religious.
What are the
institutions.
righteous institutions?
Wait, hold on. How the Food and Drug Administration the same thing?
That exactly. That's what I'm saying. Look, back in the if you read on back like ancient times before, a lot of these things wasn't separate. There was no separate thing from food industry and medical industry because your food was supposed to serve as the medicinal. Your food was supposed to do good for you. You know what I'm saying? So there was no separate. And what they do is they act like the shit separate. But
Talk
yeah,
about
like y'all said, the food
Talk
industry
about it.
is the main cause of the medical industry getting money because the food fucking everybody up and they go into the medical industry. So they act like it's separate, but those
Awesome
same
vibe.
doctors that's getting money is the ones who's investing in the food industries. You feel me?
Awesome
But see,
vibe.
back in the day, everything had to be unified because that's why I say righteous.
The same people endorsing the
it's all
cancer.
linked, bro. Cause look,
The same people
Everything-
endorsing
it's all linked,
cancer.
bro.
nigga,
Because the
the same-
food will poison you, and then you go to the hospital.
And they
But
poison
then to even work at the hospital, to be a doctor or a nurse or whatever, you got to go through all of the studies, college, and get in debt, And at the end of the day, they still don't know what's going on, and they just offer pain reducers and shit like that. Oh, we got to do a blood test to see what's going on, and
Bro, I'm so disappointed, bro. Do you know now in the Bay Area you could be a doctor and still be low income?
That's
Nigga,
how.
what?
I ain't gonna lie. That goes and show you how bullshit shit done got. You
Bruh.
feel me? Like. shit
Nigga,
done got.
what? You could
That's
be
some
a
bullshit.
doctor and still be low income. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. What?
There's not like even the fact that religious institutions is now separate from food institutions and medicinal. Religious institutions are supposed to teach you of these things. First of all, y'all know what I'm saying? Like you said, everything really is connected. And they disconnecting everything so they can justify. They trying to justify all their wrong. You feel me? Saying that there's like some bigger purpose that they follow, but the bigger purpose is harming people in the long run. So it's like, I don't know, I feel like humanity is in the way because there's many opportunities being built, but unless more people start to understand like the integration of things is what matters, we're gonna plummet. We're gonna plummet further. We haven't got rid of the over 9,000 nuclear war missiles that's in the world yet. You get what I'm saying? So there's always an opportunity of stupidity of people who are in power positions in government to fuck up. And that's because, that's because they see these things as separate. They think they can walk into a religious institution, and when they out, they can go into government, and then from government they can go golf and have fun and sports, and then from there they can go to eating places. And they think all these things is separate, when everything is supposed to be integrated. Like, you have to think of the good in everything. You feel me? You shouldn't be able to put out a burger. You feel me? Because that harms you because it's supposed to be intertwined with medicinal things. So it's supposed to be food that, but this world is. I mean, we can't blame it. America now has been changed into a commerce-based place. A place for it's been turned into a big corporation. We should have to cut. We have to cut soon.
Wait a minute,
Okay.
I gotta go pick up some food and shit.
I mean, we got some. You better not go to no damn McDonald's. After we just
I'm
talked
about
about
to go
that,
to
I'm
El
gonna
Polo
record
Loco.
the whole trip, and then I'm gonna say like, what?
I'm about to go to El Polo Loco, nigga. I'm about to go eat shit, nigga. Hey, don't fucking start with me, man.
Oh, now he gonna kill me.
Hold on,
I was the only one.
I should have though. I should
Look,
have.
see?
Look, nigga, we was out here talking earlier. Right? He don't want to talk about this
Oh,
though.
come on.
Hey, look.
Cut the cameras.
Look, nah, hell no, nigga. He gonna say. I prefer to drink beer or wine over anything, right? You come outside,
Who
said
said
we
that?
got
Me,
Zay.
I said that.
He said, you come outside, he said, we got Jack too. He said, hell yeah, nigga, pour me a shot. He said, as a matter of fact, make it a double. I'm like, nigga, you just said you prefer beer or wine, and nigga, we clearly got beer and wine. He's like,
But look,
he didn't even drink no shot though. I give it to
Feel me?
you though.
You give it-
He didn't drink no shot.
You feel me? It was a preference thing. Like, I thought the Jack was the only thing he had. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was hilarious though, cause I was just talking about me and that drink good. That boy said, "Let me get a shot." I said, "Nah, make that a double." I was real with it. Man.
But I do prefer the wine, over the hard liquor,
Oh,
Yeah, nigga, that's juice. though.
Hard
That
liquor
ain't
is the
wine.
ultimate. I don't know. It's not really supposed to be in there. It's not supposed to.
I'll just
mix.
take like 2 shots of the Crown or whatever, and then drink my wine.
Yeah, wine you can be classy with wine. You can sip on all these berries.
Yeah,
you know,
nigga,
the
wine,
bitterness of
nigga.
the bitterness.
Nigga, I like to eat crab Alfredo and drink Cabernet Sauvignon. Nigga, that shit go crazy.
Okay. Oh shit. Y'all ever had is like it's like this big. It's so big and it got so much actual edible content in it, but it's very healthy and it resembles like meat in a way. So you can flavor it to taste like barbecue meat or something. But I don't understand it, but it tastes so good. You can make sandwiches out of it. My girl and her friend, she sells jackfruit sandwiches. Like she make them at home. She got her own business, and it's like jackfruit on it with kale and coleslaw mix and stuff like
I
that.
love kale, bro. Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to order one for you, bro.
Please,
Both of
bro.
y'all.
What you eat your kale with?
Bro, like
That-
last night, nigga, I made a garlic, some chicken with a garlic cream sauce, nigga, and I just put the kale in there, bro. Like, I just, nigga, fried the chicken, like, in the stove with some grease, you feel me, nigga, some garlic, and then I put cream, I put heavy whipping cream in it, half and half, and I let that shit cook with some mozzarella cheese and Parmesan, then I threw kale in there, boy, that shit, man.
You eat it with like sandwiches and shit?
Nigga, you can eat kale with anything, bro. I prefer kale over, like, lettuce.
What about spinach?
I'll pick kale over spinach, too.
Those two, even though kale is more nutrition packed, spinach is like second. So that's good too. Kale and spinach is at the top of the nutrition.
Bro, do y'all like catfish?
I prefer snapper.
I do too. I do too. But there's this place in Oakland called Luca's Lounge, bro. They have this dish called catfish and kale, bro. And I mean, it is so good, bro. The kale is better than the catfish, bro. Like, that shit is hella bad. Kale is hella good, bro. I fuck with kale, bro.
Kale soup, you ever had kale soup?
I haven't had kale soup, but I've had minestrone soup with kale in it.
That
That's
sounds
fucking
good,
good, bro.
That's
Hella good, bro.
what be your main stuff now? Because I know you changed your eating habits drastically.
I mean, I just eat like, you know, the
I thought you was about to say that nigga start eating shit from Jurassic Park.
It's crazy.
That nigga said Jurassic. The first thing I thought about was Jurassic Park. I was like, that shit is crazy.
But like just like, you know, like home cooked stuff, you know.
Or even
Like-
better, what did you cut out? Like what's some
yeah.
things that you see and
The
you're like,
main
I know
thing
more.
like that I cut out was like just fast food, bro. Like ever since like I came back from the military, I cut that out because with the military they fed us like 3 meals a day and stuff, you know, and it was just like when I came back, like I couldn't go back to fast food, like you know, like you know how when you do something for a certain like 30 days and you create a habit, like I just couldn't go back, you know, like if I were to eat that, it would make me sick.
You would throw up.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm glad I went through that, you know. So other than that, it's just been home cooked food, and I just feel like home cooked food just makes you feel better, you know.
You know where
More,
it is.
it's more natural, and you know you don't. It doesn't feel like all of that nasty shit you do from the fast food, you know.
And that's
So what-
corruption. Oh,
And
go
I
ahead.
haven't, and it's crazy because I haven't been sick, bro. In hella long. Like, look, so we were supposed to go to Nigeria, right? And then, well, I mean, we did go, but before we had to take malaria pills because, like the mosquitoes out there that bite you and stuff, you know, you gotta take a pills for that, and then a typhoid shot or whatever, you know. But I don't like vaccines, all of that. You know, I
Yeah.
believe in eating good, you know, and working out. And, you know, other than that, you know, you'll be able to live good, you know.
Right.
So I went out there, I didn't take none of that. You know, and I was worried that for a minute, but I was like, you know, I eat good, bro. I drink a lot of water. I work out, you know. So I already trained my immune system to fight all of that stuff off, you know. I went there, came back perfectly fine. But everybody else that don't eat good and you know, and that did that, fell sick, had the shits, runny and all, you know, all of that other stuff. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, this shit really work, bro. Eat good, work out, bro. That's the best way to take care of your body. Eat good, work out.
But and two, those animals, they can smell that shit in you, cause you know all that shit is released through your pores, your toxins and shit. They can smell that shit on you.
And you know what's fucked up?
What time
The
you got?
government, 8:35. You got to cut. It says last stick, bro. The government is corrupt because they tricked us. Why? You know how evil it is to label McDonald's and all this shit fast food. First of all, this food, that stuff is not fast. It's been stored for months and months and months. It's spoiled food, first of all.
Yeah, for sure.
Fast food is being able to go to a tree and pick off your fruit. That's fast food.
For sure.
That's
Right,
fast
yeah,
food.
hell yeah.
Going to a tree,
Say
that's
that.
fast. Cool.
Say that.
Oh, that's quick. That's
Say
fast
that.
food. You feel me? And I get what you're saying, bro, because I remember like now I'm not fully strictly on it, but I remember while I was going to school, and I gained, I was gaining way more weight. I was basically overweight. I was more weight than I was supposed to weigh, and I was stressing and stuff, and I was so eager to try something new, so I got on like a raw vegan diet with that when I was on the kale and you feel me, and beans, mushroom. No, that even before I even switched it, for a few weeks I just did straight kale, apples, and various fruits and just alkaline water and stuff. And from there was the most burst. I couldn't sleep later than dang near 6 o'clock a.m. Even if no matter how late I was up, couldn't sleep no later than that. It was just my body was like, get up. Wasn't get sick. So now like I use eating like so when people if I don't really get sick too much either. But if I was to get sick, I would use like my treatment would for sure firstly be food, food quality. Like I'll pick out the ingredients and stuff and get those things. I wouldn't, like you said, I don't like vaccines and stuff.
So even like how the day and night is set up, like right now we should be sleeping, and then when the sun come up, we should be awake. That's how you use the maximum amount of your day. But when you go to sleep at like 2 in the morning and the sun been up and you wake up at like 12, 1, it's like
I be going to sleep at like 10 in the morning, waking up around 7.
Yeah, we supposed to rise with the sun. People forgot how much of a source the sun is.
Bruh, like that should be your alarm, the sun brightening up.
But see, bro, we got so used to, bro, like, nigga, I got blackout curtains. Ain't no sun coming in.
The problem is we forgot how important the sun is. We got so used to the artificial light in our phones that we forget to give praise to the damn sun, which acts as the middle, like the nucleus of the cell holding our solar system together. We supposed to rise with the sun, use that as meditation. Yeah.
For sure, we could.
But we out here, y'all. Good talks, man.
Alright, the Highway 4 Eastbound show.
Highway 4.
Y'all got the repost app?
I get it.
Hmm?
I get it.